Good day, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Unisa Camaro. I want to welcome each and every one of you all over the world to the Insights of Sierra Leone. It's a pleasure for me to be on this platform with you. Today, let me give you a little background about I am an advocate for the youths. I believe the youths are the leaders of tomorrow. I believe in equality. I believe that each and every one of us have the right, as a friend of mine that was on the show said, have the right to be heard, have the right to be seen, and have the right to thrive, strive. Today, I just want to talk about something that happened in Makeni. I'm the type of individual, ladies and gentlemen, for me to get satisfaction out of life, I have to be able to verbalize how I feel and what I think. And I think that's the essence of life. I think the whole essence of life is freedom of speech. And unfortunately, in Sierra Leone, some of our youths do not have that freedom of speech. I am not here to criticize anyone today. And I have received so many emails and so many text messages in reference to this show today, stating that the last government have done this, had done that. What I want to clarify, ladies and gentlemen, is the fact that this station do not cater to any party. We are here to speak on the injustice that is going on. We do not care what party is in government. It's irrelevant to us. What we want is the right for everyone to have equality. We want everyone to have the freedom to speak. Constitutions are put in place, policies, the laws. I can sit here and I can basically tell you the Constitution of Sierra Leone. I have memorized it, and I can sit here and tell you what is being done wrong. But today's show is basically something that is very close to my heart, due to the fact that youths were killed. Now, if APCC or any party come into government and they violate, I will be more than happy to speak on it. So a lot of the emails, the text messages, the comments on social media, I do respond. As you all notice, I respond to you. So do not think you can put something up on a post that I put up and I will not respond. I'm the type of individual, when I say something, I follow through. Whatever APC did, that's back before this platform was created. But now that this platform has been created, our job, my obligation, my objective is to bring it out to my viewers as to what is being done wrong, what the government is doing that is not accurate, that is not correct. Now, let me just say this. We do have some videos that we're going to show. So please have in mind, these videos were not recorded by Amaze Television. Again, these videos were not recorded by Amaze Television. They were sent to me, and I gave them to our admin to put out there, our engineers. Okay, let's go back, ladies and gentlemen. The government stated that they were going to rebuild the airport in Leone. If all these monies were received to correct, to rebuild the airport in Leone, why were they not able to rebuild a generator? Why is it that they had to put a curfew in place and try to go into Makeni at night to retrieve a generator? There's so many things I'm going to touch on, ladies and gentlemen. Now, the whole objective of this show is not just to say someone has a platform, so they're just going to sit and talk. I want to be able to get a message across where each and every one of you can understand. And if you have any dispute, please feel forward to respond to me. My number is up on the screen. I'm always accessible. Moving forward, these youths, now, EGTC, which stand for Electricity Generating Transmission Company, apparently stated that they had communicated with the leaders in Makeni, stating that they were going to go and retrieve this generator. The leaders of Makeni are saying no such thing had occurred. So now that's a hearsay. It's a bit of a conflict. Now, I'm not here to tell you whether it happened or not. My objective today is to pay tribute to these young youths that they have been taken away from their families. These youths that their life had been cut short due to something they believe in. Now, many of us are quite aware of the quotes, Black Lives Matter. We're here in the Western world fighting for the black people that are being killed. Now, why should us black people in Africa be eliminating each other? Now, according to a lot of riots that I've seen, tear gas were thrown into, the crowd. That would disperse the crowd. You do not need a live ammunition to disperse a crowd. Now, according to the resident minister, Abu Koroma, he had made a statement saying that anyone that went against SLPP will be eliminated. He made that out blunt, where so many people heard it. He wanted to get his message across. He wanted to eliminate anyone that stood against SLPP. Now, when he made this statement, ladies and gentlemen, the current president, suspended him for that after the killing took place. Not even a month, he reinstated him with the same position, within the same position. Now, if I am a leader of a country, someone makes such an idiotic, ironic statement, because that's an ironic statement. Anyone with sense will not make such a statement. You will not make such a threat. It's a threat. And he followed through with the threat. Because he just did not send the army, the police, he sent the army with the police. Civil war. Seriously, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to go into this. I will go into it. But first, please, let's watch these young men that were killed, and not just killed and left on the street for their families to retrieve. They were killed and taken away by the government. So that's not just creating turmoil for these youths, that's creating turmoil for the family. Now, we are supposed to be humane human beings. Do you call yourself humane by doing that? Is that the right thing to do? You giving me a curfew to be in my house, and then you're going to send somebody to come and steal a generator at night. That is technically stealing, because if you're going to come get this generator, as EGT said, Electricity Generating Transmission Company, EGTC, said they had communicated with, the governance of, Makeni. So if you had already communicated with them, why would you need to come at night to come get this generator? There's a bit of a conflict. Something is not adding up. But however, whatever, we're not here to go into that right now. I cannot say these youths that were taken, the lives were taken away, due to the fact that I don't have the permission to say their names. But whatever it is, we have videos of finally, it was the 18th or the 28th of July that this incident happened. And these bodies were held for so long. And let's go into the video of the bodies being returned. We have 4 videos, and we're going to show you these videos. And may this youth's souls rest in peace. Ladies and gentlemen, watch the return of these youths coming home.
Madam must go. See the coffin? Fambulen. He's found on the street. Indeed, Madam must go. The Fambulen. This is not about fear. This is about expressing ourselves as Sierra Leoneans and as citizens. For this kind of killing where they take place without empathy from the government, seeing it as if we are citizens of this country. Instead we all land, we don't become foreigners then. We don't become slaves, enslaved by the government what we get. We don't become slaves in Fambulen. See where Sierra Leoneans that protest and demonstrate their anger and then venom towards what happened at this country in Fambulen. What happened at this part of the country in Makeni. Fambulen, we got the Makeni state movement. Let's have a good update with realistic pictures of events and things that happen. As the people and they express themselves, Fambulen look young people and they go back. Fambulen, future leaders of this country, and the government not get no empathy, no sympathy for say sorry to the people of this country. Fambulen look, Madam must go. Fambulen look up and they demonstrate, protest. Mr. William from the Staggered Movement, we got Makeni, but make sure say, Joe to people in terms of tears and pain, and also cover them so una way out there go see, and I see the banner of victims them, Fambulen. Yes, get thousands of people coming. Yeah, for doing an update, for people to see reality of what's happening with gun Fambulen.
Now, this first clip, ladies and gentlemen, shows you the joy of the whole Makeni coming out in support of these youths being brought back to be buried after being taken away for a week or 2. Now, I have a lot of questions to ask, and like I always say, I am in contact with the government in Leone. But again, some questions people will answer And some people would say, you know what, you need to, my job is on the line, my family is here, so there is fear in the country. Why should there be fear? Why should the government create fear in the people, into the employees, government employees, that they cannot speak? How do we know that these youths that are being brought back are the actual youths that belong to these families? But you can see the mere joy that the whole Makeni came out to celebrate the fact that these youths are being brought back into Makeni to be buried. What gives a government the right to eliminate someone and take the body away? What kind of trauma are you creating for these families? You know, let's be realistic, ladies and gentlemen. As I always state, I'm not here to support APC because there's so much that APC had done. I'm not here to say any government is perfect, but we are here to call a spade a spade. If you do wrong, accept the criticism and correct your error. The youngest youth that was killed was 15 years old. Now, 15 years old, he have yet to start his life. You killed him because he believed in something. So you are trying to teach the younger youths that they should not stand up for what they believe in. What kind of government would do that? Again, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not here to criticize today. I'm just here to put the emphasis on, that these youths are being put to rest where they belong. Now, I'm going to show another video, and I just want us to acknowledge, again, our condolences, my condolences, goes out to the families. Nobody deserves to lose a child. That is the most difficult thing. Many of us believe that our children need to bury us, not us burying our children. And especially when they're not out there committing a crime, when they're out there just trying to state what they believe in. The government is talking about building another airport, or we're building the airport. Why do you not fix this generator you currently have in Leone? Why is this no-brain having resident minister Abu Koroma? Why is he not in jail? Why is he still in power? Why does he still have that position? I personally will hold the president responsible. Because if you work for me and you do such a hideous, that is a hideous crime, it's a hideous statement, I will personally hold you responsible. And you are going to suspend someone indefinite. And then within a month of that suspension, you give him back his position. That's ludicrous. Let's go into the next video, ladies and gentlemen, because I really want the people in Makeni, my condolences goes out to you. My deepest apologies goes out to the families. My condolences goes out to the family. If anything that we can do at Amaze Television to support, please reach out. Please, let's watch the next video.
Once more again, this is the voice of Evangelist Samson. As you see, lots of Sierra Leoneans and they stand Makeni now for witness the three body the way the government don't give to Makeni people for let them to rest. And we all see what this government do, kill with people them. And as you see the marshals there for get a peaceful burying. And as you see done now, the body of youth they come You know, and as well, there's a lot of bike man then, Sierra Leoneans they all over. Then they can the mosques when I sent the mosques go by network Magboka Road, at least for come pray the three body. Then after that, they will go and let them to rest. And as the tagman team there for don't get live coverage of what they go on, and as well they see all over it's a Makeni people they cry because it's really painful and it's really sad and it's not good for the democracy of this country. You know, lots of Sierra Leoneans them. You know, and this thing that happened 1 month or so weeks ago, kill with people then. And today now, they don't get the final body then. Now they go let them to rest. Bible says the time to die and the time to live. It's a time to win when I saw now the sea. Now all over. As well as the members of parliament and there, you know, we get a lot of parliamentarians then go in there, councillors them, the all then are for make sure say we lay them people there to rest today. And as well as get life coverage from the tagman. You know, say the AYB no go and do this. You can take the son to do this. But we the tagman there for not get life coverage. Hey, get back here.
I am literally getting chills. You kill somebody's child, and you telling these people or this person, you cannot bury your child. I'm going to take your child away from you. I'm going to take your child that I killed away from you. Now, the only reason why these kids' bodies were being returned, these youths, is due to the fact that a lot of diasporas, a lot of people got involved. What is Leone coming to? This is leading to a civil war. We are not being humane. Are we trying to develop the country, or are we trying to destroy the country? If we say the kids are the future of tomorrow, then are we not supposed to empower them, encourage them, instead of trying to eliminate them over a generator? A generator that you can say, you know what, this is not worth it. First of all, when there's a protest, the police are supposed to come in. The police are throwing the tear gas. You don't need live ammunition to start shooting into the crowd. But because of resident minister Abu Koroma warning the people, if you stand against SLPP, you will be eliminated. You will be killed. I will send the army. I will send the police to kill you. It's disturbing. My last show, I had a guest, and which spoke in reference to, because your father was an APC, and his father was APC, his grandfather was an APC, or because your father is SLPP, and your grandfather is SLPP, don't mean you need to follow that legacy. What you need to do, ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking to the youths right now. What you need to do is do your due diligence. Do your research. Don't vote for somebody because they're APC or SLPP. Vote for somebody because you believe in their vision. Go and do your research. Make sure that everything they're saying to you are something you believe in. And make sure that you see the history, a pattern of them following through with what they have said. One thing that the youths needs to understand, that my countrymen need to understand, is that politicians will talk. They will say what is necessary to get into that overall office. And once you get into that office, they forget what they have said. The First Lady and the current president, I don't know how to talk to you. I don't know what to say to you. But all I can say is sincere disappointment. Because these people believe in you, they voted you in, and you are from here in the UK, in the Western world. You're supposed to say, this is what I've learned from being in London. This is what I've seen from the news in America. My objective, my goal is to come back to my country, my homeland, and build and create and make a difference. But instead, you and your wife, Fatima, go back, and Fatima is building hotels, talking about this is money she had gained while she was here in London. I'm not going to go into that. I just want to pay a tribute, our sincere condolences to the families that have lost these wonderful children that stood up for something they believe in. May their soul rest in peace. Our condolences, our prayers goes out to them. Let's watch the next video.
For support, the one day wouldn't die, and also the one day wouldn't injure. Like man.
We will come back to the video, ladies and gentlemen. We'll try to play the video again. I'm definitely not sure what just happened, but let's try to play it again. I want you all to see the joy of the people in Makeni seeing their brothers being returned back to them. You know, Makeni has just a little bit over 7 million people, and they depend on this electricity, this generator that was given onto them. Why are we not able to establish electricity for Leone? We have all the resources. What is the complication? If you go to our neighboring countries, they have electricity 24/7. Our roads are bad. The electricity is not working. Our hospitals are not up to par. You know, the schools, I have a video where the kids are in school. The president, when he came into office, he said he's going to provide free education. The kids are in school, it's raining, there's a hole where the water is coming down on the kids, and you can see the flood on the floor, full of water. Full of water. And you, the president of Sierra Leone, said that you're going to provide free education. I sincerely cannot express it enough, ladies and gentlemen. I cannot put enough emphasis on being humane, because to be a leader, you have to try to be humane. You have to have empathy to your people, because these people look up to you. So you're supposed to be able to show that empathy. You're supposed to show that love, that care, that dignity. If to be a leader is not just to say, I'm the leader. To be a leader, you have to give that respect. For you to get that respect, you have to be able to convey a message that people can say, I see this leader follow through on this message. Don't come lying to the people. But this show is not for us to go in depth in reference to leadership. This show is just for our fellow countrymen that their lives has been taken away, and the objective of this show is just to show how the community, the whole community, Makeni, comes together to bury their brothers. Again, ladies and gentlemen, let me emphasize on the fact that the youngest child, because he's still a child, life that was taken, is 15 years old. So let's watch this video again as they're bringing the bodies home. And again, they did not give all the bodies at once. They are traumatizing the people, the parents of these youths, of these people, of our countrymen. They are bringing 2 at a time, 3 at a time. Why? That is antagonizing people. As a parent, if my child, God forbid, something happened, my child dies, the only way I would have a peace of mind is knowing that I have laid my child to rest. But you holding my child against my will, God's will, and against my child's will to punish me or my child, that is not being humane. That is being cruel and evil. Abu Koroma, the things I want to say to you, I will get your number. I will definitely get your number, and I will have a talk with you and invite you on the show so I can get a clear understanding. I'm not going to say anything negative about you. I will give you the opportunity to come onto this platform for you to express what it is you have to say, because it's so much negativity going on around your name, and I'm not going to add on to that cluster. We want to give you the chance to get onto this platform and really express yourself. You know, again, we are not here to support a party. We're not here to support anyone. What we want is to get understanding. We want Leonians all over the world to get understanding as to why this happened and what the government is doing to rectify this. I've read a lot of articles about people that are being brought to justice, but yet I have yet to see anyone that is being found guilty for the killing of these youths. Nothing. Let's go back to the video, please.
Yes, Madam must go. Madam must go. See the coffin? Fambulen. This man is on desperate. Indeed, Madam must go. The Fambulen. This is not about fear. This is about expressing ourselves as Sierra Leoneans and as citizens. But this kind of killing where they take place without empathy from the government, seeing it as if we are citizens of this country. Instead we all land, we don't become foreigners then. We don't become slaves, enslaved by the government what we get. We don't become slaves in Fambulen. See where Sierra Leoneans they protest and demonstrate the anger and the venom towards what happened at this country in Fambulen. What happened at this part of the country in Makeni. Fambulen, we got the Makeni state movement. The type of going to update with realistic pictures of events and things that will happen. As the people and they express themselves, Fambulen look young people and they go back. Fambulen, future leaders of this country, and the government not get no empathy, no sympathy, but say sorry to the people of this country. Fambulen look, Madam must go. Fambulen look up and demonstrate, protest.
Once again, this is the voice of Evangelist Samson. As you see, lots of Sierra Leoneans and they send Makeni now for witness the 3 body the way the government don't give to Makeni people for lay them to rest. And we all see what this government do, kill with people them. And as you see the marshals them for get a peaceful burying. And as you see done now, the body of people they come, you know, and as you see lots of bikeman then, Sierra Leoneans they all over. Then they can at the mosques, when I sent to the mosques to go back to Magborka Road, at least for come pray the 3 body, then after that, they will go and let them to rest. And as the tagment team there, for one of their live coverage of what they go on, and as they see, all over Eastern Makeni, people they cry because it's really painful and it's really sad and it's not good for the democracy of this country. You know, lots of Sierra Leoneans them, you know, and this thing that happened 1 month or some weeks ago, kill with people then. And today now, they don't get the final body there. Now they go let them to rest. Bible says the time to die and the time to live. It says time to weep when I saw now the sea. Now all over, as well as the same members of parliament and they are, you know, we get a lot of parliamentarians then when they are, councillors them, the all then are, for make sure say we lay them everybody out to rest today. And as well as get life coverage from the segment, you know, say the airways we don't go and do this, we can take personal to do this. But with the segment they are for get life coverage. Hey, get back here,
Because of the person, because of who I am, because of the fact that I believe in the youths, me watching this, I get chills. I get chills. And if you watch this video closely, ladies and gentlemen, you will see the first coffin or the second coffin that was taken is surrounded by youths. It's surrounded by youths. And also, as you can see, the last video that was just shown, on the front line, it's youths. Youths burying youths. Youths burying youths. And also, if you listen to the first video, they say, Mada must go. Bio must go. Bio. I cannot say anything else to you. I don't want you or Fatima to call me and have a go at me in a disrespectful manner. I welcome you onto the platform and I will try to reach out again. Even though Fatima has already blocked me on her phone, but I will try to reach out to BO. I don't know how I'm going to get through because being that I'm blocked. But watching it is just sad. You are avoiding the media. I've watched you also do a lot of media appearance. It's you that just come on and you run your mouth. You don't take questions and you don't admit to anything. You just come out, you speak, and you walk away. People that do that have something to hide. If you have nothing to hide, this platform is open. You know me, I know you. I know Fatima, Fatima knows me. I will give you the opportunity to come out and we can talk. We can have a gentleman's chat. I want to know if what you're doing, if you think it's the right thing that you're doing. Do you think what you're doing is right? This is not a matter of APC, ABD, PPD, SLP, or this is about being humane. And I want us all to understand the essence of life. We as leaders, we have a voice. We are structured to make a difference. We are structured. We are meant to make this younger generation be the leaders of tomorrow. We are meant to make this younger generation be able to lead the generations that are coming up. The reason why I put a lot of emphasis on you, bio, whatever, is the fact that you want to leave a legacy. You hear this on a consistent base, bio gotta go. Bio this, matter that, Julius this, Julius that, Fatima this, Fatima that. And you take offense to this, you incarcerate people, you beat, your goons go out and beat people, and you call these youths thugs. Who are the thugs? Let's go back into our last video so we can just see the actual burial of these youths. This is our last video, ladies and gentlemen. We only have 4 videos. Well, while we're setting up for the video,
everybody decide this is really painful. You know, they kill lots of people there, and so they let them to rest. Now, members of parliament, councillors, and honorable Almami, the former minister of youth, also there, will get a peaceful venue. And as we see the marshals there, we'll make sure that every time be peaceful. And as Makeni stand for peace, we represent peace. So nothing over point last. And so there, we let them to rest. As I mosque this, the central mosque, I go back, and I go forward. On behalf of the segment, I would like to send the kudos message to the APC members of parliament. On a honorable Chairman Majuban and the head, we'll make sure that parliamentarians advocate for the body. Kudos to the members of parliament. On a really try, on a keep it up. And to all Sierra Leoneans, Makeni people, the all day and as well as like man for Makeni. Young people are now strong for reform, for support. The one day when they die, and also the one day when they enjoy. Like mine.
let me just say this again, ladies and gentlemen. One of the people that got killed doing this was a teacher. Was a teacher that just came out and tried to talk to the officers, the police and the army, as to say, this is wrong what you're doing. And we have the footage of that, but it's just hardening to show. What they did is that they pushed him away and they shot him. He's a teacher, and to my understanding, he was one of the first bodies that was brought back into Makeni. A teacher, just to say, what you're doing, gentlemen, you're wrong. Are these officers, the army, going under the order of Abu Koroma to eliminate anyone that stands in the way? There's so many protests going on around the world about Black Lives Matter. But tear gas is put in place when, the protest is getting out of hand. Yes, I do understand that, there were rocks being thrown. There were rocks being thrown, the youths were throwing rocks. Does that mean you should use a live ammunition to stop the rocks from coming? What happened to the tear gas? The army and the police were throwing tear gases, and still decided to use live ammunition. In America, they have balls they put in the gun that they shoot just to hurt the people, and the people will move away. Why was not put into place? When I talk, I tend to talk out of anger, but today I'm talking, anger is not even in me anymore. I really do not know what to say. I would really appreciate, and I will be sending emails out. And ladies and gentlemen, if you want, I will post the emails that I will be sending out to these government officials to invite them onto the show. I don't want to come on this platform anymore to talk ill or bad about any government official. Before I ever come on this show and I say anything negative, I always try to reach out. And that is why I always stand by my word. If any given time I say something bad about you and I did not try to reach out to you, call me out and say, Unisa did not do this. Before I take my action, I follow through first. And I respond through their response. Remember, every action there's a reaction, there's a pro and a con. I've reached out to so many government officials, and they're always willing to talk to me behind the scene. But once I invite them onto the show, they would tell me, Unisa, my life will be in danger. Unisa, I will be incarcerated. Unisa, this. And I definitely do not want to be held responsible for someone's life or for someone's livelihood. That is another reason why I have calmed down and stopped with the anger and stopped calling names. Because before I used to call your name, I used to have a goal. Even when I was communicating with, so many different politicians, I used to call their names. Why are we not trying to make a difference in Sierra Leone? Do not vote for a party because your mother was with this party and your father was with the same party and your grandmother with the same party, your grandfather. Times have changed, ladies and gentlemen. You have to know what you want. You have to stand for something. If you don't stand for something, you will fall for everything. You have to understand the Sierra Leonean politics, the African politics. They use you, especially the youths. I know there are no jobs there, so you depend on the little 20,000 leones they give you. What is 20,000 leones? They give you little money and you're going to hurt somebody. Or they give you this little money and then you're going to vote for them. And once they get into office, what are they going to do? Do you think they will remember you? If you do something wrong, they will have someone else come and hurt you. It's just rotating time after time again. If we don't stand to make a difference as the youths, as the countrymen, as the ones that put these people into this power, into this office, into this position, it's going to keep going on. And also, let me just say this. There are a lot of political leaders in Sierra Leone. Mandela was put in jail for 20-odd years because he stood for something he believed in. We have political leaders in Sierra Leone that are just on the hush, afraid to speak up. But election is coming up. Let me send Unisa an email so I can be on the show. Let me try to promote myself. Don't try to promote you. Speak up for your people. And once you speak up for your people, we can invite you onto this platform. Elections are coming up, ladies and gentlemen. Make a difference. Let the people know that you stand for them. I welcome anybody onto this platform, anybody and everybody, but I need you to have answers for me. I have questions to ask. People have questions they want to ask. People want to hear what you got to say. Feel free to reach out to me. Let's make a difference. These youths definitely did not need to die over a generator. And then Khalifa, the anti-corruption officer, had retrieved so much money, and which indeed the government took. And the government said they're going to build another hospital. And Connaught Hospital is standing there instead of developing that hospital. Then they said that, there was another land that was bought where they're supposed to make a bigger airport. Fatima decided to sell part of the land to foreigners, her brother, and so many other things. Then they said they're going to rebuild Lunge Airport. I don't see any work that is being done. I hear a lot of talk, but no action. In the life of today, it's not about talking. I can come on this platform and I can just talk, talk, talk. But if you really follow me, you will see that everything I say I follow through. If you want to see what I do, email me and I'll be more than happy to show you the emails I send through, the communications that I try to build, the bridges I try to construct. We have to try to make a difference, ladies and gentlemen. Don't think because anywhere you go in the world, they ask you where you from. You say, I'm from Sierra Leone. I'm proud to be Sierra Leonean. I applaud you for that, but what are you doing for your countrymen? What are you doing for Sweet Mama Salon? What are you doing to rebuild and strengthen this beautiful, beautiful Lion Mountain? Our youths don't have jobs. Our sisters are selling themselves. The country is not developing to what. If somebody can please come on this show and tell me what are the latest developments in Sierra Leone, I will be more than happy to donate money onto that cause. If you can come on this show and tell me, Sierra Leone, this is what we're developing, the streets, or we're trying to build electricity, I will give £1,000 to develop that movement. Anyone is welcome on this show, and I will give you the money. I will bring you cash onto this show to give it. If we don't make a difference for our country, who do you think is going to make a difference for us? If we don't try to build our country, who do you think is going to help us? Ladies and gentlemen, I came on the show today and I said I was not going to show any anger. I'm going to give a tribute to this young man, our countrymen, these youths that lives have been taken. I'm an advocate for the youths. And what is going on in Sierra Leone has to stop. Something has to happen. There's no freedom of speech. There's no law. Because government officials are raping kids. Government officials are killing people. It's just so much. And I had an email that came in, and I'll be more than happy. When I go home, I will put it out on this thing, and I'll only put half of it. They're talking about, I'm not talking about what APC did. I'm focusing on what SLPP did. To me, that is ignorance. If I know APC is doing wrong, I promise you, ladies and gentlemen, I will be more than happy to publicize it. But again, ladies and gentlemen, the show is coming to an end. I just want to thank you, and I will bring £1,000 onto this show, cash money, and put it on this table for anyone that can show me or tell me what is being done in Sierra Leone currently. The streets, is it electricity? Is it jobs? Are the bridges being developed? What are we doing to attract tourism? What are we actually doing as government officials? And diasporas, we are here all over the world and we claim to love our country. What are we doing? What are you doing? You know, Again, I just want to say my sincere condolences goes out to the families, that have lost their children. We have tried to reach out to them. We have spoken to some of them, and again, I give my condolences, my support to each and every one of these youths, and we do try to support, we are trying to support, and we're doing our best. So it's just sad that we have to lay a 15-year-old boy to sleep to, his parents can never hug him again. I thank you all for watching.
Thank you.